Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 mod showcase video, and this is the top 5 mods of the week, episode 126, and I've got 5 really cool mods to share with you this week, plus a couple of honourable mentions. But before we do take a look at this week's mods, here are the results of the poll you participated in last week. Over 7,000 of you voted, and 42% of that voted the Twilight of the Apprentice Maw mod as the best mod of last week, followed by the Rogue One Stormtroopers, the Mandalorian with 17%, the Son of Mortis with 7%, and the Mandalorian Overhaul with 3%. Now let's move on to the honourable mentions for this week, starting with C-3PO from this guy, 44.6. Much like the rest of the C-3PO mods we've seen, the mesh does not work very well because it's a leftover mesh that isn't polished, it doesn't have the good reflective plating, it just doesn't look great. But if you want to play a C-3PO, you can do this. It replaces Finn, so you have all of Finn's abilities and weapons and stuff like that, and his emotes, but the voice lines have been changed with C-3PO's voiceover.
I've just about had enough of you. This is madness. Over here! Hey!
Unfortunately, Finn's voice lines in-game that happen randomly are not removed. What I like about this mod the most, and what sets it apart from the other C-3PO mods, is the fact that there is a second skin option which gives C-3PO Chewbacca's bandolier, and this is what we see in The Rise of Skywalker, and I really do like this nice touch. The next honourable mention is the DEFCON Pilot Bolt mod from Stallion. So he made this helmet originally for Gmod DEFCON, but he decided to bring Bolt into Battlefront 2. This mod replaces the 41st Elite Corps Phase 2 helmets for the Assault class, and this allows you to just play as Bolt in-game, and it looks good. Moving on to the top 5 countdown, starting with 5th place this week, and this is the Azatru Overhaul mod from Official Greedo. Now, I'm not biased here, this is just a real decent mod that has a lot of content, and I love the colour scheme, and there is going to be a ton more content coming in the future added to it, so that is why I like this mod. I'm just humbled that someone would spend their spare time making a mod like this for my community and for me, and I know I made a video on this earlier, but if you didn't see that, this is what this mod entails. So the Phase 1 and Phase 2 default Clone Trooper skins have my logo on various parts of the armour, plus the extra blue paint on different sections of the armour, which looks great. Each of the 4 Trooper classes have slight changes too, from logos to markings, and they all look great. This is complemented well with the Empire, so the default Stormtroopers, for 3 of the classes, not the Office class, gets given the logos and colour scheme, which looks great. And for the villains on the Empire side, Boba Fett has been given a dark green colour scheme with the Yado stream emote, plus a custom hero portrait as well, and the Death Trooper is also given the emote as well. If we go back to the light side, the Clone Jet Trooper has a few custom markings, whilst Obi-Wan does get my logo replacing his Jedi logo. I actually made this mod before, about a year ago, but because of the Jedi logo having depth, I never released it as it just didn't look right. You can clearly see the clash of texture, and I just didn't want to release that, but I actually did wear this outfit when I went to Star Wars Celebration last year, and that is visible in the collection and respawn menus with the custom hero portraits. BB-8 also got a new look, and it looks fantastic. Not only are each of his orange tool sections covered with my logo, but the orange paint on his head has been replaced with blue. And that is not all. Greedo will be adding more content to this mod in the near future, which is awesome, including changes made to Rey, which you can see here. Please go and send some support to Greedo. Some amazing support would be really appreciated by visiting his mod page and checking out the mod if you do want to use it. In 4th place this week, I've got the Mud Trooper and Mud Trooper General mod from Funny Anyway. And although this is a good attempt, I must say the helmet just doesn't look quite right. It does need some work in that to be more accurate to what we see in Solo: A Star Wars Story. It's a good attempt with custom models, but I would like to have seen it polished up before it got released. However, it does look decent from a distance, and it includes various options. So replacing the Snowtrooper skin for the Assault and Heavy skins in Battlefront 2 for the Galactic Empire is the standard Mud Trooper, but replacing the Death Trooper, there are multiple options to choose from. So you can have the Mud Trooper General with a cape, or you can have the Mud Trooper General with a cape and the hoses connected, which is something that you might like. There is also a Mud Trooper with just the hoses, so it doesn't have the cape at all. And this is still for the Death Trooper. And then finally there is the Mud Trooper General with skirt and hose, and this is for the Death Trooper as well. In third place this week, we have the Batman mod from Guardian of Revan, and this replaces Anakin and Lando. There are two different files to choose from. You can have Lando being replaced with Batman with a custom-made weapon if that is what you want, or if you want Anakin, you can do that. And for the Anakin version, there is two different lightsaber variations which are nicely done. There is custom hero portrait images for the collection and respawn menus, along with text edits in English and German. More content is coming to this mod in the future, such as custom star cards for both Lando and Anakin, along with a light canon version of Batman, a dark saber for Batman's Anakin, a Christian Bale face with Batman body, along with a few other things, and future projects include Heath Ledger's Joker. And the runner-up for this top 5 Mods of the Week episode is Senator Binks from the Asian Redneck, and this replaces Finn with Senator Binks, and it's actually well done. I really do like the improvements made to Jar Jar Binks' head here by the Asian Redneck, and this includes not only the custom models for his head and his clothes, his hand and his feet, but there is also custom voice lines that differ from the other mods like this, which is great. Whether it is just the in-game randomized voice lines or the emotes, this is really well done.
No, Mr. Stay. Mr. called Jar Jar Binks. Mr. your humble servant. Mr. Jedi arriving. Mr. propose that the Senate give immediately emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor. Mr. need to be brave.
And there is also a custom hero portrait image for the collection and respawn menus, and custom star card images as well, along with a custom loading screen and custom text edits. And the winner of this top 5 Mods of the Week episode this week is the Gar Saxon 4K mod from Mank Demery. So this replaces Boba Fett with Gar Saxon's Clone Wars appearance. It has been built from the ground up with 4K textures, PBR materials, and it's really well done. It even includes a custom sniper mesh as well, if that is something you're into. I think it looks great. It does look a little bit flat despite it using the animation style of the Clone Wars, but nevertheless. And there is also a custom hero portrait image for the respawn and collection menus. There are text edits, and in future updates there will be custom sound, custom star cards and voiceovers and stuff like that, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, the Asian Redneck actually collaborated on this mod by making an ultra-realistic Gar Saxon that makes the textures look more realistic. If that is something that you're more into, then go for that. There are 2 options, which is nice to have. So those are your top 5 mods of the week. Remember to let me know down in the comments which mods were your favourites this week, or use the poll on the community tab. This is how you do it. Just head over to my channel, hit the community tab, and the poll is there. There will be download links to every single one of these mods in the description below, so go check them out if you want to download them. And I'd love to hear your opinions on these mods as well, so let me know down in the comments your thoughts on any of them. And if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe to stay up to date with Star Wars Battlefront 2 stuff, including more mod videos every single week. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, I'd really appreciate it, and consider becoming a channel member to get top 5 mods of the week episodes 24 hours before anybody else. A brand new perk has been added to membership, so you can now comment emotes in the comments down below. You'll see channel members using them in the comment section of this video. That's how you get them. And if you missed any of the 2 previous videos on screen, please do go check them out. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. And that is all for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.